Hey everyone, this is Zach from ZQ-SFX. I thought I'd give a quick peek/walkthrough of my first sample library. I've started this series of what I'm calling micro libraries that all fall within sort of a unified theme. So the unified theme is cinematic decay, and this first micro library is strings, volume 1. The idea behind cinematic decay is using a myriad of different sources of acoustic material, synth material that I've created, field recording material, and morphing all of that together and routing it through a big, like, external processing chain, which would include stuff like guitar pedals, Sherman filter bank, that sort of thing. And then what I do is I take all of that source material, re-record it on various tape mediums, so like on a cassette tape, but then I would take that cassette tape recording, re-record it on reel-to-reel, and then re-record it on VHS, for example. So you just get like this really, really textured, gritty, unique sound that would fit nicely in a composer's post-apocalyptic masterpiece, or, you know, a creepy horror movie, or that self-reflective melancholic moment on the project that you're working on. So yeah, let's just kind of like dive in to this. The way I have this stuff broken down, you can kind of see via the user interface. I've exposed ADSR to everything across the board. Velocity you can turn on or off. I know some people like to play with velocity. I'm that way, but I know a lot of other people like to do that after the fact. So you can turn it off, and it'll default to around 75 velocity scale, something like that, and then go into your DAW and make adjustments from there. Volume is also exposed here, so you could MIDI learn that to a different slider or whatever on whatever controller you're using. This big knob in the middle is on the master chain for the entire instrument. So it's degrade. So as you're playing something, you can dial that up, and it'll start introducing even more grit and low pass and all that kind of stuff to kind of gel things together. And at its most basic level, each patch has 2 samples per key that is controlled by the mod wheel. So you have sort of a less processed version by default, and then as you turn the mod wheel up, it'll crossfade into a more processed version of that. So you can start like layering in the mod wheel with the degrade. Hell, you could learn, you know, the MIDI CC automation to the mod wheel as well, and do it all at the same time if you wanted to, or, you know, just like everything else, you could do it after the fact, however you wanted to do it. So let's just kind of dive in. This first micro library, Strings 1, has 10 presets. Each preset has the same UI. Each preset has its own host of custom recordings. Lots of layers going on. Lots of fun to play around with. So let's just kind of go down the list. I have it set up in Logic here, and we'll start with the drift. And this is the bass. Start introducing stuff. Play that. So you can see I was playing around with degrade, and then what you couldn't see was I was also adjusting the mod wheel here and there. So you'd get this really degraded signal start to morph in and out using both the degrade knob and the mod wheel. Let's just kind of go down the list here. We'll go to Dark Drama is the next one. And just kind of do the same thing. So you can see that there's, it can get pretty filthy if you have everything kind of maxed out. But I try to make it pretty accessible and playable from the start. So you can kind of have these tender moments that you can really, really twist up using this stuff. Okay, so this is Dystoria. Eroded. So that's a quick overview of Cinematic Decay Strings Volume 1. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you check it out. It'll be available on a host of different online stores. So keep an eye out for that at ZQ-SFX.com. Thanks so much. Tape scrape.